we're going to talk more in detail about unified communications as a service. I'm going to get into some more specifics around why it's compelling and some of the cost-saving areas. I thought the best way to do that is to kind of explain a project that we've worked on recently. And it's a client that's here in Birmingham, a client that's kind of this medium size. They have about roughly 1,000 phones. They have offices across the Southeast. A professional services organization. They had an on-premise communication platform. One of the challenges they had is they had multiple collaboration tools. They leveraged WebEx and a couple others, GoToMeeting and audio conferencing bridge, and they had a lot of equipment. They had equipment in their data center, they had equipment at each of their remote offices, they had a lot of telephone lines, long distance between their offices, a very complex set of technologies in hardware and software and maintenance and licensing. Really just a lot to keep up with, a lot to manage, a lot to maintain, and a very expensive solution to just to provide communications. So this client, what we did is we went through and did a very thorough assessment of their current environment and their requirements. And in this particular client's case, we brought 3 providers to them. 3 providers that, based on their requirements, would be able to provide unified communications as a service. What was unique about this one is we looked at a 5-year total cost of ownership, and over that 5 years, any of these unified communications as a service provider, they all saved money, and significant money, anywhere from about $1.8 million over 5 years to 2.2. And the reason that's the case is there are no more telephone lines. We consolidated onto a single collaboration platform, so no more multiple conferencing tools and equipment and telephone lines and long distance and circuits. They basically subscribe to a service. A lot of times what happens in these projects is people realize they don't need a hard phone anymore, so some of them went to a soft phone, some of them went to a mobile app. That's the primary way they communicate anyway, and so they were able to kind of right-size their hardware from a telephone perspective. They subscribe to these as a service, so the telephone line is kind of built into the subscription. So again, no equipment, no hardware, no licensing, just a subscription to a cloud provider that provided not only a more cost-effective solution, but one that actually kind of is more current and consolidated, but will take them into this next generation of digital transformation. So again, excited to share more content with you about some of the specifics. So stay tuned.